I put them on somewhere. Actually. Maybe I'm just cute and really bad side on it.
special score in front of us, and we are good to go. Get a bigger screen, and we're on. Dan the man. Sorry guys, we missed out.
Good morning, folks.
Technical issues, but we're about. Jake on the lag and broke and went off on the first, and as I do at the second, Justin just makes it pay and runs. So Justin with the break, the first frame, and now the break of serve, I should say, but now the break in such a
This table doesn't break particularly well. I can testify, as I did not get a single ball last night off the break on this table. So you have to give them a bit of welly. Michael Cassiola on the right-hand table, playing Mark Robertson, and
tough match for my kids.
Yes.
The graphics say that it's a best of 9. It's actually a best of 13.
Yes.
So it's a race to 7.
And Michael with this black to take the opening frame.
Jake's missed that by a lot.
Did it even go, or was he just breaking them up?
Well, he's not. It's open table, so I'm not sure what the plan was there. There's a bit of a dead yellow on the left rail, which. Okay. So we just don't have the correct graphics up at the moment. We will get that fixed up any second now. Justin could also almost take the yellow he's right next to now and knock the yellow out next to where the red is. Reminder that the plate is actually played under international rules as well. So.
And very likely Australia will no doubt follow the world body with the change to international rules.
It definitely makes sense. I don't think picking an Australian team off world rules to go into Morocco. I think it is Morocco. Is it next year?
Yeah, I think so.
Titles? Yep. Picking an Australian team from world rules to play international rules, that doesn't make sense. So I can only imagine that at the AGM on the weekend, I reckon the green light will be given ahead to change nationals to international rules to follow suit. I would have thought.
Yeah.
Justin's left himself a nice little angle here, just to nudge this yellow that's behind the red out. The black does pass and does go into this bottom left corner.
There's also a fair chance he can hit the yellow near the red as well, because after the path of the cannon is rail red and then in the pocket. If he hits it into the cushion, always slid under it, which is not ideal. So he's going to have to chop this one in the middle, I think.
Yeah.
And
doesn't look like that yellow's on at the top.
Just yeah, if it is on, he might choose to take it, because in the same shot he can potentially kill a red and stay on this bottom yellow.
Cutting that yellow in the centre, the white's going towards the black. I would say probably a bit lower than the black.
Probably the bottom red, I think. Yeah. So I think he might go up top here if it's on.
Because the double's blocked by the yellow in the centre, so he can see the ball up here. Didn't look on from where I am.
Okay, he's decided to pull up stumps.
Yellow's a definitely good position.
And he has left this red in the middle though for Jake, which
fine cut, but a starting ball is all Jake needs.
Yeah.
Possibly a face cut double. That looks
And
like he
Jake-
might be looking.
Jake can. Oh, nice. He's going to go for the face cut double instead. Yeah.
Just
It's a great shot.
Beautiful shot. Much better position, a lot more control.
Yeah. I wonder if he's going to take the red on the right now.
I think Jake likes to get to his hard balls early.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he wants to get on the right side of the table as early as he can. I think the red next to the black possibly could be second last ball, if not last.
That's nice. He's killed the yellow as well.
2 results in one. Robbo looks like he's just going to knock this last red in and black in the centre to even up the score on the second table.
So this is a really good chance now for Jake from very little that he was handed.
The red next to the black does pass into this bottom left corner. Whether he chooses to take it next.
Yeah,
Because
so
it
he'll
doesn't
come
go in
down.
the centre anymore with that yellow.
He may come down for the bottom one, but looks like he's screwing back here. Oh, just slipped in.
That's
Just slipped
that
in.
surprised me. That's gone in. That caught the near jaw.
Yeah.
So just a little soft stun, screw into the side rail. No, he's staying at the top of the table.
That's pretty good.
Probably would have liked to have come a little bit further down. I think he's a little bit off angle here.
Yeah, he's a bit straight on this red. We're right behind it in the commentary box.
This is, I think he might just have to keep the white ball.
Yeah, he'll just
Deep
punch.
deep screw.
No, just
Two
punch.
rails?
Just punch it in.
Yeah.
Getting on this black's just a little bit tricky.
Catch a yellow,
He
black
might-
in the centre.
Yeah,
or
maybe.
slide underneath it.
Maybe. Always a risk of potting the yellow, though. That's the problem with that shot.
International rules, it's fine.
Oh, of course. That's right. How could I forget? Oh, lovely. He's taking these really well.
Just use the yellow nicely just to control the white. Hit it nice and thick so he didn't lose too much position from the white. And we're
off
back
the
on
mark.
serve.
Off the mark, McCartney.
So both players have not been able to hold serve so
Yep.
far.
Jake McCartney, sponsored by Desire to Sketch and Ray White, Lilydale and Mount Evelyn.
And Ben Noonan.
Desire to Sketch is a business that does drawings.
Currently painting a mural out in New South Wales. as
Yeah,
well.
on a tall silo,
Yep.
I believe. So yeah, if you need any family pictures drawn,
Sketched.
Desire to Sketch is the business you should be looking up.
Can't hit a break. See if we can get a ball this time. Hasn't hit it too well.
I think
this is going to knock the
yeah,
yellow
that's
in.
good. His yellows
Where's
look
this
pretty
red? Where's this
tasty.
red doing?
These yellows look not bad.
At least he has a
bad.
starting ball in it.
So
I
here,
think he'd probably pay.
so here's what I like here.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking he was going to
I like leaving the yellow over the pocket to last.
I think that's Jake's problem ball. I think he'll
Yeah,
be
but
taking it
but he
second
can
ball.
plant the yellow up top onto it.
I think he'll do it with this one just in. He's gone too
Yeah,
far.
he
has
probably will, but
No, he's on it just. He's just the black goes in the top right, this bottom right corner,
Yeah.
so I think he'll be happy to finish off down the bottom end of the table.
see this plan is not as nice from here as it is from the top left ball. And if he had taken the top left middle yellow as his second last ball, he would have had a chance to just sneak it in on inside the red over the yellow on the corner pocket, potting the yellow and leaving his cannoned ball, or leaving his other yellow over the pocket, and then screw back for the black. But that.
I think he wanted to catch a little bit of the red there, which he didn't.
This way also gives him more insurance, of course. So,
knowing Jake, I
yeah,
definitely wouldn't have thought he'd wanted to give him the table back here. Justin's going to have to find a way just to pot one of his balls and try and knock in one of the yellows and break out his red. He's going to want to find that.
And he's going to do it off this bottom right red now. So he's going to power this in.
If he's got enough of it, I don't know if he's got enough of it.
He'll smash this in. I think he.
Can you see enough of it?
Yeah, he can. Yeah, he wants to smash this bottom right in.
I'm not sure.
And the best result for him, I think, is to go rail first, then the bottom yellow, and then half ball the red up into an open position. Because I don't know if he can find the angle.
I didn't think he was. I don't think he liked
he's
it.
not clean enough on it.
Now he probably it's tough now with that red in the way.
So he's still not got an ideal position for the extraction. So he may have to go for that red in bulk to then attempt to manoeuvre to a better position.
Does he take the red on the black spot and try and get to the side rail and leave himself angled on the lower of the reds on the left?
Yeah.
To play into it.
Probably. He also has a little option of playing the right hand red now and then going into it off the middle pocket.
Leaves him a tough follow-up ball.
Yeah, I thought he would do this. He's just going to try and get this white back to where he wants to be.
Now he's playing.
That's good.
This is the ball we thought.
Yeah.
Probably a little bit too much angle, but it's something to begin with.
Yeah, so he wants to...
Looks like it might have a bit too much angle.
He wants to hit this bottom yellow with pace.
I don't think he's going to hit the yellow. I think he might just be able to get the red. Even if he just catches the red, the white's going to end up back towards the centre of the table.
There we go.
Good shot.
I don't think he's on anything easy though.
No, but this the red on the left red.
Yeah, this left red up into the right corner.
Is a sort of a stun.
This is the first clinch moment of the match. Because this is a big shot now, and if he pumps this in, he gains great ascendancy in the match and makes a statement. If he misses though, it hands Jake that momentum.
I'm right behind this red.
This is
straight down the path.
Is he going in the middle?
No, top right corner. He's hit it perfect.
Great shot that is. So that shot cements Justin's position in this match. And that'll give him a lot of confidence. When you pot those balls, it makes you feel amazing. Especially under pressure when you're going to lose the frame if you miss it.
And Justin
2-1 lead. Michael Castiello 2-1 up on the other table.
2 or 3 times, but just managed to find his way. And the benefit of having sort of 3 options with those reds sort of in the centre down near the black spot. Being able to find a spot to land really helped in that situation.
And this year's championships sponsored by Mitchell Billiards, Q Sport Accessories, Commercial Club Albury, and Quest Apartments. If you wish to have a romantic weekend away with a
in Albury, where else? Where else would you want to go?
Well, probably quite a few places, but no, Quest is very good. They, for any weekend away or if you're having an affair, that's the place to be.
Justin's
so
dumped the
game,
white.
Justin's put the whites in,
and Jake has got a nice spread here.
So
tricky black.
That'll frustrate him because he put his stamp on this match in the previous frame, and that now he's sort of unstamped it with that.
Jake
Enough.
will possibly go yellows here, I'm thinking. The only tricky thing is obviously the black, which, knowing Jake, he will get to that as early as he can.
Yeah. So that's lovely. This yellow will go to the bottom right. Otherwise he wouldn't have played that shot. Michael Cassiola with a great chance on the other table to take a 3-1 lead on Mark Robertson, who's been the player of the tournament so far. It's nice from Jay.
I think he would have liked a little bit more angle on this, probably to go past it a little bit more.
Agreed, I think he did want to use that as the extraction ball, but he might screw off the side rail here. Flick across, but the table's quite slow. I played on this table last night, it's very slow off the cushions. He may be forced into playing the back double here down into the bottom right. Play it pocket weight so it goes in or over, just through that gap between the two reds. If it's on, if it's not on, you'll go for this long yellow.
This I think is just going to be a bit of a roll through. No,
that's great.
It's a great shot.
It's a wonderful shot.
Clip off the side of the black here and just get it out into a better spot.
I wasn't sure if it passed that right up the top right. That was a great shot. So still a bit of work to be done here.
If he doesn't get this right, he could possibly snooker himself here with the position of the red. No, he was happy with the black where it is.
That's pretty good.
Probably would like a couple of more rolls through.
Yeah, he'll want to be somewhere near this red on the right hand side of the table. Because he'll look at that red, because that's pretty much exactly where he wants to be. So he wants to try and get near the red on the right hand side here. That would have been his target, and there you go.
I think he's
landed on top of it.
Yeah.
But that was his plan there, because he knew the red from where the red was. That's perfect angle.
Yeah. Would have liked to have nudged into it. Mikey's missed his red.
Oh really?
And put Mark back to the table.
Oh goodness me.
Jake's going to have to drive through this, not being able to stun.
Maybe. Oh,
Yeah,
it's gone too far. I think it's tight.
That's not on. That's going to need some swerve.
He does need to swerve this just a little bit, not too much, just a touch. I think he can get to it and get this. Oh no,
it's not going in.
no. So
tricky.
That would have been quite a big finish if he'd got that. That was a lot of hard work to get there. Did very well. Mark Robertson gobbles up those yellows for a 2 frames all. Mikey will be disappointed. He had a
missed chance
to go 3-1 up.
A couple of tricky reds in the centre of the table there, which he needed to sort of land good on. So it wasn't a simple out that he's missed there. Justin, talking of tough outs, I think Justin's got a bit of a tricky one here with you've probably got 3. He's left that black on. That's not the best
And there's
shot.
another example of how slow the bed of this table is.
Yeah.
Didn't even reach the cushion, not even close to it.
No.
Has to do a mini swerve here, so it's not directly on. Just a tiny swerve.
In every day of the
Is
week.
it?
That's Justin would be absolutely spewing with that shot.
Yeah, he will be. So that's 2 frames all. Justin with an in off the break and a pretty average safety shot.
So 2-2 on both tables.
For anyone,
Referee has run off for a restroom break, I'm pretty sure. Mark on the table over here would probably want him to be going reds here, I would say. Maybe there's a tricky red sort of in that sort of top left.
Yeah, he likes the reds. Just needs to go long. And that's a really good shot.
Jake trying out his new breaking cue for the first time this weekend.
Yep. It's got a strange looking ferrule. It's a red ferrule.
One of the guys from the Gold Coast. It's almost like a perspex tip. It's rock hard. It stops you from putting, you know, if you don't hit it right, it stops you from putting stupid amounts of spin on and throwing it off the table. It gives you a more consistent sort of stun break.
I'm not sure what the pause in play is for.
The referee's gone to the restroom, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I see.
Or he comes.
Oh, I'm surprised the referee or the umpire wouldn't have done his business before the match. You would have thought.
Sometimes the excitement can get to the best of us.
That's true. Well, thankfully it was just a number one, it seems. So we're back on now.
Jake's made a ball this
Lovely
time.
big break from Jake there.
Nice split on the yellows. Oh, that yellow's just rolled a little bit too far on the right side.
I'm sure Jake's family will be tuning in from Ballarat. Katie will be tuning in. I'm sure his father will be as well.
Does Wayne know how to use the internet?
I think Wayne's probably watching, yeah. He'll be watching on Kate's iPad or something. And Jake's partner as well, Kira Slutches, would certainly be tuning in, no doubt.
I'm glad you're the one who said it and not me. I think he can just screw, with a deep screw this yellow in the left corner just to attack the one on the right rail where the red is hampering the line of the ball.
I think Kira's family are originally from Holland, the Slutches family.
With some ties in the UK, I think, I'm pretty sure.
With some UK connections as well. And famous glass blowing family business.
Oh, I think Jake's touching this. I'm not seeing any shadow.
Doesn't look to be on much here.
I'm not seeing any light on the shadow on the table. I think this is touching.
I didn't see that shot particularly, but it seems unfortunate, was it?
He screwed back, missed the ball, hit the rail, and it came back off the inside of the red. I'm sitting here, and that looks like it's touching to me. I can't see any light between the shadows on the table, which is generally a giveaway. Yeah, touch has been called touching ball, which is not a bad thing. Jake could possibly double that red that's on the side rail near the pocket across to where his cluster of reds are on the left side of the table, I'm guessing. It won't leave Justin an easy ball.
He's on red, is he?
Jake's on yellow.
On yellows, okay. Oh, so he's just playing safe underneath that red.
I'm quite surprised there. I thought Jake probably would have doubled that yellow back across the left side of the table where Justin's got a cluster. That would have opened up his pocket.
I think it would have been in and off if he'd done that though. You think if he came up the back of it and doubled it?
No,
chance?
I don't know. I feel like sort of sending it to the left side of the table, you've got protection from the left centre. But Justin's only two balls that are on is the one he's right next to, and the one near the brown spot, right down near the ball.
Big shot here from Mark Robertson to take a 3-2 lead. I fancy him for this.
Yeah, these pockets are taking.
It's lovely. Beautiful shot.
He's in great touches, Mark.
Justin there just tapping into that red on the right.
Jake's got a fine cut. He's still got a bit of control in this bottom right pocket as well. But
I don't think he'll go for it, mate, to be honest. I think it's too thin.
I
think he'll just play to double kiss it.
Double kiss.
Yep.
That'll leave.
Or come up the back side of it and pump it.
I reckon he's trying to pump this.
You think?
Yeah, he'll be able to get his yellow.
Oh yeah, what a shot.
And he's missed the yellow.
Oh, that's pretty stiff.
He's in a world
Look
of
at
hurt.
this. That's very
He
unfortunate
is looking
indeed.
very weathered from here.
Jake just flaps his lips there in surprise or disgust. Yeah, deserved a lot better there. Now he needs to pull out a Houdini shot. I think all he's got is really the double, if he can even see the yellow on the right hand side. He has to double it back across and plant his other yellow in. I don't see any other shot, do you?
Yeah, it's.
Or he can come rail first.
I mean,
No, he's going for the double.
He's only got a
There he
double.
goes.
He has to go to double. It's his only option.
Oh, he's going to markers. That would have been huge.
This is the referee's call, and
Okay, so that's
Justin,
Justin
okay.
will pick that wide up and no doubt put it underneath this red on the left hand side of the table on the rail. Play it in the middle pocket of the yellow. That's what he should be doing. I'm
Off
sure
the
he
yellow.
will eventually get around to doing that. I'll be shocked if he doesn't.
Thanks for the message, Des. Yes, they are playing in the open. Unfortunately, we don't have too much control of that. That'll be up to Mark McAleer as to who he wants on the streaming tables, but we'll definitely put in that recommendation for you.
Yeah,
Because
we'll make it happen, Des.
I'm questioning what Justin's doing here. He's played a turn out. Oh, he's done well.
That's nice. See, I don't like that, frankly, because he had the chance to get his hardest ball in the middle pocket off
The centre
off
of the
that
three
yellow.
reds on the left
Yeah.
side off the. Yep.
So if he doesn't get these, which he probably will anyway, if he doesn't, I think he'll look back on that as a potential missed opportunity. But with the quality in Justin's game, I'm very confident he'll still get these regardless. But I just think that was his hardest ball.
I don't know if the mic's picking up, but there's some fair amount of hail going on.
Yeah, the rain this week in Albury has been not very great. I've been showered on horrendously a couple of times in between walks from here to the hotel. Walks that became runs.
There's been South Albury was
And there's
vacant.
another example of the slowness of the table.
Yeah.
A couple of inches short there.
South Albury evacuated the first day we were here.
Yeah.
So we hope that nobody lost any homes. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful region up here. They've been very, very gracious in hosting us. We've missed out the last couple of years, obviously, but
Yeah.
for the last few tournaments that we've had here, everyone's loved their time here.
Yeah, I
Justin's-
disagree. I think it's quite a bland place, but back to the game.
And just as we thought, Justin has been able to just methodically make his way through these balls. And it's, again, still back on break of serve constantly.
So interesting swings of momentum in this match. It's got a feeling, it feels like it's going to go all the way. Other matches going on in the room include Paul Clack versus Ben Noonan. Jamie Stevens is playing Stacey Vine. And yeah, those are the sort of highest profile matches we can see.
Well, they're the four matches in the last eight of the Open.
Indeed. We're joined by Michael Scarry in the commentary box. Have you just played, Mick?
I did the washing.
And Mick's just returned from the room where he was having some mild hand relief.
Did the washing.
I did the washing, sorry. Back to the game, so massive break from Justin.
And another dry break.
And no ball.
We've had one ball in off
No
6
ball.
breaks now.
Mark Robertson with a tricky transition from red to black here on the right hand table.
Just run through to the bottom rail and along black, I reckon. And it's again slow.
Yeah, it's a very difficult black.
Jake will be taking yellows here, no doubt.
And it's an in-off into the left centre if he plays it plain ball.
Yep.
So he's going to have to get into this black a little bit and almost smash it in, really.
Jake's probably not. He's probably just found the pace of the table there. Just
Yeah.
probably would have
What's
liked
he
another
gone for,
2
yellows?
rolls. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
on yellows.
These yellows look pretty nice. I think he'll gobble these up.
Nice.
Okay, so Mark's missed the black. Chance for Cassiola,
To level up.
Mikey Cassiola, who's Italian family who run a chain of delicatessens in
Yeah, right.
South Australia. Will be tuning in.
I was unaware. Really nice fellow is Michael. It's a nice shot, well controlled by Jake.
Yep.
He can stun this in the centre. Probably come back a couple of rolls. Just doesn't want to catch the red and make it hamper the bottom corner, which he doesn't.
Yep.
This will just be a trickle in, and again another break at serve.
This feels like a McCartney roll is about to happen. That's what I'm calling.
A what
A
sort?
McCartney roll.
McCartney roll.
Yep.
Mikey's landed a little bit not where he wants to on that shot. He caught the yellow on the way through, which stopped a bit of the pace. Could possibly take the long yellow and leave himself the angle for the yellow on the top rail, but looks like he's sizing up the cut in the right.
Oh, he's going for the corner one. I'm surprised by this choice of shot.
This white's travelling.
Jump on.
It's a good shot.
It's well controlled. Jake.
This yellow is the black for Mikey.
Mm-hmm.
Because if this goes in and the white gets to the top other side of the table, he's going to be home and hosted.
No, so you can
Another dry break.
Another dry break. This particular table is
click on their
is
actual
not
page.
wonderful
It'll come up saying that it's live. It says on that.
for breaking.
So
It's
Mikey
just a
missed
slightly
and
slower
Robbo tapped
table.
It's Jake McCarthy and Justin Sage, and then go watch it. It's like,
So Robbo goes up 4-2.
no, they're.
Oh, sorry, I missed that.
Yes, he
Did
jawed.
Mikey get it?
No, he jawed that yellow.
Oh, okay, understood. So James Dwyer tuning in, assuming from South Australia.
Might have just gone to one of Mikey's parents' delicatessens.
May have done. But he'll be disappointed in Mikey. May not speak to him again.
Mark, like Jake, is choosing to break dead centre of the table. Nice shot by Justin.
Yeah, Justin's only problem ball is the red near the left centre. All the others look very potable.
I think his white's just gone a little bit too far there. I think he would have liked to have been probably
Yeah.
top end of the table of the
Yeah.
balk rather than below it.
That's right. I think he'll take this red nearest the white and then go up for the bottom right hand red next.
So you're taking the red that's closest to the white. You're cutting
Yeah.
it off the red.
No, I'm putting it directly.
You're putting it. That's a
With
very fine cut.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's
It is.
going. I think he's got played off the other red. If that.
Oh, look at good call. It must have been a lot finer than it looks here. I thought that was quite cuttable. This is a big shot.
He's
Yeah.
rattled it.
So
Hasn't
Justin just
I think he hasn't left Jake on an easy ball here.
struggling to get going at the moment, Justin.
Jake's got the combo, the yellow next to the black onto the bottom yellow in the left corner. That's probably his only option.
And in the same shot, he can develop the dead. In the same shot, he can develop the dead yellow near the middle.
Yep.
It's quite a big shot though. You wouldn't want to hand the frame back to Justin so soon. You want to make him pay. And that's why Jake's taking the opportunity to try and look how short that is again. Both players struggling with the pace of this table.
Can I see that?
No.
No.
Still a bit of a tricky out here. It's got a couple of tricky reds. The left side of the table, the one right to the black, and the one below the black are all sort of tricky situations. And international rules only having the one that is it. You're always looking to develop as often as you can with every shot you take. And this is interesting to me. That red is just on. If he pots this one that he's right next to, he's going to want to.
This will be a big frame for Mark if he can get this yellow and black. It's well within his capability. Just needs to cue this really beautifully. It's not a shot you need to hit really hard, but you do need to cue this very well.
I think he's hit the yellow first there.
Lovely shot from Mark Robertson, and a big black to take a 5-2 lead. Doesn't mind a big black, does Mark Robertson?
I think Justin's fouled there. I'm pretty sure he's fouled. I think this is ball in hand.
Great shot from Mark.
Maybe not. Okay. I thought Justin hit the yellow first there. Jake's got a tricky little out here, but having a lot of balls out in the open makes it a little bit more.
Oh, that's a great shot. That's worked out lovely.
Still got a tough yellow at the top.
Yeah, it
really
doesn't go,
tough
does it?
transition. Yeah.
Doesn't go, we don't think.
Somehow got to make contact with it, just to sit it on.
No, just had confirmation that the yellow doesn't go. So
Thanks Wayne for clarifying that. So it was a fair shot.
So I'm thinking Jake will be looking to get a position now, draw it back for one of these bottom yellows, and that's perfect.
Yeah, you got the message popped up. You've got the matches. The message popped up. Is Jake and Justin?
So I'm not sure what Jake's doing here. This yellow does not go.
I think he might just be snooping behind it. I think he might just knock
Very
his
surprised by that.
red to the rail and just leave the white top of the table.
Really surprised by that. He'll need to be lying. He'll need to leave the white right up the back
No,
side.
this goes.
This must go.
This looks like it goes.
Oh, we're all wrong. And we had Michael's. Oh, great shot. We had Michael Scary.
Yeah, Michael just came back to confirm that yellow was on now.
Yeah. So yeah.
Thank you, Michael.
That's
a nice
a
outfit,
big
Jake.
frame.
And
That frame is a massive frame.
a first holder
In
serve
this
as
match.
well. Des, if you're still watching, we just got confirmation that Jake and Justin will be playing their open singles match on the stream tables. They will be doubling up. Mark's got himself a nice little lead here and is at the table as well, which is trouble for Mikey.
So Jake just taking the opportunity to chew on a lozenge.
Loaded up on the cough lozenges last night with Jake.
Wonder what brand it is. Is it Strepsils, do you think?
I would have thought it would be some sort of English brand. He wouldn't touch the Australian stuff anymore. I wouldn't have thought.
No, and why would you?
Yeah.
So big break from Justin, but
And
no ball.
another dry break.
And he's thumped them. This is the problem I had last night.
We've had 8 breaks
very
and
difficult.
one time, and we've
Yeah.
potted.
Massive hit from Cassiola there. He's got great cue power.
Mikey's left himself the opportunity to run the yellow on the right side near the centre, down into that pack.
Yeah. Well, the one on the right hand side of the table, he could go cushion first into his front yellow.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one even more.
Yep. So Jake didn't pot off the first.
Well, that's played pretty well. Now, if he can get on the right hand yellow near the centre, I'm just talking about table on the right, between Mikey and Mark, he can play that yellow off the red, or even off the yellow, bringing his last yellow into open play, but he would probably want to be putting this top left yellow first, which is a tricky pot.
We've had a bit of a tactical start with Jake and Justin.
Yeah, so we'll just focus for a moment.
Thank you, Hammer. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nathan Harris.
We're doing our best.
Oh, Mikey has missed the cannon. That's disappointing for the SA fans.
Jake's big rude head is in the way of the view of the table here, so potted a yellow. And yellows, to be fair, pretty good. Pretty good. Everything goes to a pocket.
Yeah.
I think his first ball here, just to get to position to start the out, is probably the key. So I'm guessing he's going to cut this into the centre and just stun out towards the centre of the table.
Just cannon softly into the yellow. There we are. Nathan Harris couldn't have played it any better.
Definitely a left-handed shot, though. I don't think that was a right-handed shot. I'm not running through that. I'm stunning. I'm not running into that yellow.
Yeah. And Jake, I think he's got the yellow to the left corner, nearest to the white. I don't think the plant is on. Super shot from Robbo on the other table. Looks like he's going to be taking a 6-2 lead there. Bit of right hand gear on this cue ball from Jake. Missed the pot by a distance. And an excellent opportunity for Justin to pull one back.
The Reds look good now after that yellow that Jake ran into, trying to start this out.
Yep.
It's just got to get low on the table, but everything goes. The two Reds that are together here, the one on the right, if he knocks that in, I'm not seeing a problem here.
Mark just lost a bit of his advantage there, put the white into a tricky spot. Justin will just caress this red into the corner and come across for the two in the middle.
And as we said, one of these goes and opens it all out.
A little bit of a risk of the in-off for Mark Robertson here.
He's
going for it. He's going long. He's going long.
Great shot.
That's a great shot.
Does Justin take the lower of these two Reds that are together and just nudge into the yellows and reds? near the centre pocket.
It is an option. Yeah, I don't mind it because I don't think it depends if the right of those top two reds goes. If it goes, he won't go into them. If one of them is safe, he will.
It looks like he's lining up to play where the reds and yellows are, playing the red on the right.
There it is. So that is developed that nicely.
Yep.
He's developed that nicely, and
Mark got himself out of trouble and now at a 6-2 lead. Justin just wanted to be a little bit lower on these two, a little bit high for his liking.
that's right. And Justin lost his way a little bit in this match, so this is an important opportunity for him to take.
Robbo's pulled off his break. Some nice yellows. Justin should chain these together nicely.
I think
Just want to come
I
back
think he's taking the
half
last.
the ball.
I'm not sure. I think this last red does go in the left corner.
Yeah,
it's tight.
clearly.
It's tight though.
Nah, clearly goes in.
It does.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty much right behind that. That goes straight in.
Okay. Okay, so we're 4 apiece. I think I called it earlier that we were going to the wire here, Hill.
Yeah.
It's got that sort of match written all over it. I think the player who starts to find a break towards the latter stage of this match is going to win.
It's the key shot at the moment. It is the absolute key shot at the moment. It's the fact that we've only had one break that we've potted off in 8 breaks. And we're still breaking serves each time. It's just it's crazy. Mikey's up against it here, although he's got an opportunity on reds. The red on the left side of the table near the centre does coincide this yellow down the bottom corner. He's just got this tough red to...
So big break here from Jake with his Balabushka cue.
They
it's-
haven't broken
they
out
haven't-
at all,
They
but he's
haven't
got a
broken
ball.
well, but that's good. At least he's got one.
And-
Good for the Victorian fans.
And he's can only go yellow.
Nice
yeah.
shot from Michael on the right table there. Removing one of his dead balls with the use of the ball near the centre back.
Thomas, thank you for the message. It is a posh Scotsman. We just flown him in just for this weekend. He thought he might try his luck at playing this weekend and didn't go as far as what he would have liked.
Yeah, that's pretty much the size of it. Can't fire. I think it's the word.
It's Steve Jamison with me, not the Steve Jamison, the other Steve Jamison.
And I'm joined by Jay Windross.
The other Jay Windross.
Nice firm pot by Jake. Just that bottom yellow has gone into a nasty position.
I think the doubles is only option here.
Right.
Because I'm not seeing
The double on what?
the double on the left yellow.
I like the middle, the yellow in the middle of the table. I like him doubling that off the left side cushion into that red and planting it in on the other side.
I think he's getting the gap, doubling this and getting the gap here.
Oh, nice call, Jay.
And he
Called it well.
hasn't landed nice.
Why? Oh. So just a shout out to Marty Brady, who's watching at home. Loves his pool, and
Has he still got his Tirana? Probably still got his Tirana.
yeah. Thank you for tuning in today, Marty.
So Mikey got that.
Interesting loop bridge. Michael Hodgett's tuning in, famous black ball player from Geelong, I believe.
Australian rep.
Yep, Australian rep.
Has he got enough angle on this yellow to be able to draw into it? Yeah, look, Hammer. It's definitely stopping the ground from getting leaves on it.
What is a Tirana, Jay?
That is a type of vehicle that you drive. Or Jake's got a bit of angle here.
You can come off at half ball and plant onto the yellow. You think?
I
the red?
I wouldn't have thought he'd want to plant into it. I think he might want to come off the bottom rail and sort of nudge up into the yellow.
So you think he'll pot the yellow in the left corner?
Yep.
I fancy just to chip off it and hit and aim for a cannon on the red.
I
So if you're a billiards player, you'd be all over this.
know, but I'm just
I
worried
don't
about
think
where
he
the
will.
white, where the white
I don't think
stays
he'll play that
for the
because it's a
black.
bit of a cute sort of shot for this stage of the match. See, but just focus too much on the positional aspect there. A bit of tension coming creeping into this match.
I don't know what the angle was, obviously from where we are, but I'm not trying to
Yeah.
pop that. I'm not.
Let
trying
us
to
know
cannon.
in the chat if you liked the billiard shot there, the cannon off the yellow in the middle to promote the yellow off the side cushion and plant onto the red onto the yellow. Or if you didn't like it, we can comment on that as well.
We appreciate you tuning in, Thomas, and thank you for coming for the first time. We're hoping that you're enjoying the stream. We're hoping the stream and the setup's good. Justin's fallen short again. These tables again, just been playing that a little bit slow.
He's left a chance for Jake here to.
Perfect angle.
It's not perfect. You'd love the yellow to be probably 2 inches to the left of where it is. He'll have to chip it in quite thin.
It's, I don't know. I like the angle. The way these cloths are
You like
skidding,
it?
even though they're slow, the way they're skidding.
I think it throws.
I think it's perfect.
I think he's potentially going in off. There you go. If he pots it in the left corner, that's why he's turned it down. Yeah. Yeah. So big frame again. They're all big frames. Mark Robertson with a chance to win the match, I think.
Yeah. Just gonna knock in this last yellow.
Still looking very solid this week.
8 master breaks already in 8 matches in the teams.
That's good.
He's definitely found his form. Justin, I don't think has got this again. I think he's fallen a little bit short again.
No, I think Jake will go for the pot here because I don't think it's directly in and off. Don't think it's directly in and off. So he's just playing safe, and that's really nice. That's a wonderful shot from Jake. For anyone watching at home that thought that was easy, it was far from it.
No.
That was beautifully judged.
Thomas, the object balls are 2 inch, and the white balls are actually 1 7/8 inch. Justin's in a bit of trouble here. I'm not seeing what he can do here, whether he glances off the side of the red he's right up against and leaves Jake sort of near the bottom corner where his yellow is.
I think that's all he's got.
We need to find Dan the man so we can centre in on this main table now.
Okay, so he's opted for
He's
an
actually
element of
played that
safety.
pretty well. He's actually done pretty
It's
well.
not bad. It's not bad.
Should we start clicking buttons?
No, that's okay.
I reckon we click this button here and see what happens. Click on that. Grab the mouse and click on this.
Apologies in advance, folks, if
the stream disappears.
oh, well done.
Oh, look at this.
Well done. Genius. So he's either got the plant or the rail first here. The rail first is very tricky. He needs to hit this so well. It's not easy.
I don't think he wants to pot
what
it.
a shot.
No, he's got it. No,
Great
it's fine.
shot.
No, great shot. That's perfect.
So this is far from easy, this nerve jangler in the middle pocket.
Do you play it off the black and then black in the bottom left corner?
He might play off the black, yeah. He might.
Nah, you've got to flush this. You don't want to be doing anything silly.
Nah.
That's missed.
No.
Uncharacteristic errors, but I think the table's sort of inducive of it that we used yesterday.
Yeah, I don't think inducive is a word, but yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, I played on this table last night and yeah, it was very slow, very difficult conditions, but I think the majority of the tables here are playing okay.
Yep.
I think this is probably just the one that's not particularly. Yes, I am originally raised in Scotland, Thomas. Born in England, raised in Scotland, and lived in Australia for 14 years. Capricorn?
Long walks on the beach.
Nah,
Sun, he's
short walks on the
short
beach.
walks. Yeah, short walks. Yeah, correct. Correct again, Thomas. Same as UK pool size balls, but we play on 7-foot tables. Well, the playing area is 7 foot. 7 foot by 3.5.
Although a lot of clubs in Australia are purchasing 6-foot Supreme tables, so they're becoming more popular over here.
Well, I think Justin's got away with this.
So Justin taking a 5-4 lead. You'd have to say he would feel very happy about that, considering how he's gone the last few frames. I think both players not been at their best today, but again, maybe the conditions, maybe a bit of tiredness as well. It's a long week.
It's a big frame for Justin. You want me to rack him for you? Look, it's he's now 5-4 up, and he's got a break. If he can make a ball here and go to 6-4 and get to the hill, it puts a lot of pressure on Jake to pot off 2 breaks.
Yeah.
Jason, he's actually got it. He's got it with him right now that he's using.
Yeah, the table's just slow, Smiley. So
he used it yesterday for the first time, and he's using it in this match at the moment. And it's just the tables just aren't taking. Justin's got his ball. No, it doesn't drop.
no, he's not got a ball, and these yellows look like plop-ins,
Yeah, these
as they
yellows
call them in the UK.
Definitely looking the yum-yums.
So yeah, both players not been able to get a break.
Justin, I charged $20 a rack.
Thank you, Travis. Yep, 14 years too long.
I saw this down here. I thought I'll click that and see what happens.
That's great stuff from Jake. just needed to make sure of that one, and he's got a wonderful chance now. He's gone a little bit too far with the white.
I think
but
he's alright.
should be
He'll
fine.
get to the balk. I think he'll play the yellow of the 3 so they can land on the one of the one that's on the balk into the
Yeah.
top left corner.
I'll just try and drop on this one for the top right yellow in the middle.
Yep, exactly
Again,
the
a
way
bit
that we
short,
said it.
as you see. The
Nah,
table
he's-
just
he's
pulling
fine.
up a little bit. He's got to
fine.
check this in though.
He's fine. He doesn't. I think he just puts it in dead weight. He's got a nice angle. He can land high, go for the one that's on the right into the centre, and then go the one in the centre of the table. He does.
Actually, it's not just off straight. I thought it was a cute angle.
If anything, he probably didn't go far enough on this one. He might have to drive through this or screw into the side rail.
Question from Richard in the chat. Yes, I prefer the 7-foot, Richard, rather than the 6-foot. I find the 6-foot tables, the middle pockets are a nightmare, but that's just my preference.
It's, for me, it's I think the Supremes are just so much more fun to play on. I think you've got to be really controlled with how you use the centre pocket.
Yeah, basically don't play for them. But centre pockets is my favourite shots. I love them, so that's why I like these tables more. It's a
There's
little
been-
bit short from Jake there.
Nah, he's fine. He can run
he
through.
should still
just
be
under
fine.
the side rail. I think he's no problem with that.
Okay,
And
so
he knocks us in, and we're back on serve again. A really missed
back to
opportunity
5
from
all.
Justin.
okay, so unlucky there for Justin, and nicely taken by Jake.
Dan, powerful three. Is that wrong?
Thanks, you Desi. Thank you for tuning in, mate. Hope
Yep.
everything's going well in New Zealand, mate, and you're
Yeah,
getting a lot
cheers,
of practice
Des.
in for the Pro Series next year. Loved having you over here for the Trans-Tasman. A really good bunch of guys.
Yeah, it was a good weekend, that was.
It was a great weekend.
At the Pockets Pool Hall in Tullamarine in Melbourne. That's where the Pro Series will be staged next year.
Well, we've had three players on the table here are all going to be in the Pro Series next year with Justin and Mark, with Mikey.
Yeah,
Mikey is a new entry for next year, as is yourself.
yeah, yeah. Oh, these
Jake-
balls are just not splitting at all
Jake
now.
cannot rack a set of balls to save himself.
It's not the rack, it's the funky.
Des, you still don't have your cue. Wow.
Did you lose it on the flight?
Qantas lost it.
Shit.
Got his luggage but can't find his cue. That's incredible, mate. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's what do you say? That's awful.
That's the pits, yeah.
Well, I think for a situation like this, if you're going to come up dry, you come up dry with a big, massive cluster in the centre of a table where you're going to more than likely get back to the table and have an opportunity to do something.
I think here he's just got to pot one and then play a safety shot, I suppose.
Well, you want to be on a colour to begin with.
And in these rules, you can't pot the yellow onto the red. You have to pot the ball you're hitting first. So kill the yellow a little bit. So yeah, I agree, Mick. That's what the table can do to you sometimes. It makes you overcompensate and actually have a worse break than you would if you just were trying to do a normal break.
So, sorry, Thomas, just to answer your question earlier on, we call our tables by the playing surface, not by the overall size. So our playing surface of these tables here are 7 foot, where we call the Supreme 6 foot as the playing surface. Rail to rail being 6 foot. And that's how we recognise them when we I've seen them call 7-footers over in England when the rails are put on. Yes, it is.
That's,
it is 6 foot.
that's a lovely shot from Jake. Has the red moved enough to cover the full pocket? I had this same shot in my match last night in the penultimate frame with 2 visits.
Yep.
And I've tried to squeeze the red out with the yellow.
Yep.
And I've potted it.
Oh no.
On this table as well, but the other side of the table, so. Yeah, that's a good shout, Mick. I don't disagree with that.
I'm going to have a bit of a tactical frame here. I know a lot of people who've been questioning the implementation of international rules reckon that there's going to be a big loss of tactical frames and control of the table, that sort of stuff. But
Jake's eyeballing something here.
well,
I wonder what he's got in mind. Oh, he's trying to double the red over the pocket.
He's going to try and open them out a little bit.
Oh, he's gone for the double.
Oh, he's caught it. He's just caught it.
And he's put it over the pocket more, which is
He is
really
the result king.
which is a great bonus, or great consolation prize for him.
Does Justin knock this red in the centre pocket? Or does
No,
he
he's
take
just
control
taking
down
the
bottom of
pocket. Just playing the loss of turn shot here. Surprised he didn't play that.
to leave it there?
Yeah, but I suppose he didn't want to leave the middle top red.
I don't think in international
He's
rules. I don't
left.
think the benefit of leaving a ball over the bag is as good.
He
as
has
what
left Jack this
used to be.
bottom left red though in the middle. If it tickles off the red near the middle pocket, he might be able to sniggle out of this situation. But
You reckon he pots this and comes off the inside of the yellow that's on the left?
it
No,
looks like he's
going
doing the
down.
plant. This is a plant. What a shot!
That's a great shot. Yeah, look, that match last night was an awesome match. But there is
Which
there's some
match?
issues. The Clacky Barney match last night. Just having a few situations
Yeah,
where
it was-
people coming up short and just not getting.
Okay, so Jake's just played a bit of
open these
a
up.
half safety shot.
I-
This is
Just-
actually a great chance for Justin, believe it or not. He can,
absolutely.
he can plant this yellow in the middle, directly onto that left hand pair.
He could, I mean, if he's feeling.
Although
if
that's a
he's
loss of
feeling
turn shot. Oh, actually, no,
if he's feeling adventurous, the yellow that's in the centre of the table, he could stun that in off the red in the centre.
Yeah,
and,
that's the
and
shot.
Maybe knock his yellow down that's on the right side of the table.
Yep.
Probably doesn't need to. Probably doesn't need to move that yellow, but I mean, it's another.
Yeah. It just goes a little bit awry if he puts it clean.
Yep.
He does
But-
need to have the contact with the red.
But that's okay. I think he can play the loss of turn shot there and hide behind a yellow in the same shot if he lands low.
So he's just going to go here and try and pop the black out maybe. Oh. He's just moved that red up a little bit. I wonder if his yellow goes now.
Yeah, I think it's.
He's got a wry smile on his face. I've got a feeling it doesn't go.
I think it's still. I think it passes.
So I think reds are favourites here. I'm not.
Thanks for tuning in, Corey. I'm sorry to cut you off there, Jamo. Thanks for tuning in.
okay.
Appreciate it. We've definitely blessed with the lineup in the singles. That's for sure. I still think the yellow. I think that yellow passes. I think that yellow goes.
In the bottom left. or in the middle?
The centre goes into the yellow in the centre of the table goes.
I don't think it does. I think he would have pulled the trigger there if it did. Because he did have a smile on his face when he looked at it.
I think Jake.
And I think with Jake's experience in the Ultimate Series, gives him a huge advantage tactically in this match for me. I think Justin's played these rules.
Jake leaves the ball down low, but it's Jake cuts this into the bottom right corner, opens up the yellow, the red and the yellow on the left.
Yeah, he's just going to pot this and go into the red.
I think
There it is, but he's
Definitely.
missed it by quite a distance.
Jake's missed. Both players have been missing by quite a considerable distance. Got a bit of surety with that yellow knocking down on the side. The just the way these tables are playing, I don't think having the experience on the Supreme tables and Ultimate really probably gives you the idea of what you need to do, but being able to execute it is probably the toughest part.
It's a fair call.
Michael, the tables have actually been all reclothed and surprisingly were slow to begin with, but the rails have been playing super slick and have slid a lot. It's been quite difficult. Justin's gone a bit too far here. You want a bit of angle to get into this yellow.
No, he's just going to play the turnover shot, I think. Or is he going to pot the bottom yellow and come back across to the right side of the table?
Turnover shot's the right shot here, I think.
Not if this is a direct plant, it's not. On the reds. If those reds plant.
You just glance off the side of the yellow and leave the white on the side rail, so he can't play on those two reds.
Oh, you think he can shield them? I don't think he can shield them.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's see.
Climb off the side here, sit behind it.
Oh, beautiful. Nice call as well. Again, when the table's so slow, you can actually play that shot. I was thinking that it would have to bounce out. Okay, so Jake's got, this is potable. If he can connect with that front ball, he's got every chance of potting it in the corner. It's coming off two cushions. Oh, it's not even nowhere near it.
It's so hard to control, to come off one rail and then to add another rail into it. On the way that these are playing it though is tough.
And Justin's got a great chance now to bring his dead yellow out.
Yep.
He wants to hit this really full in the face, so it almost doubles out a little bit, and then he'll still be on it in the right centre.
Yep, correct. So a really key frame here. This is to get to the hill, this frame.
He does have to hit it quite hard for this table for that to work. That's why he's gone for more angle, because he knows that his Q power might not be enough to. Okay, it's come out a bit.
And he's left himself a shot on it. That's he's landed perfect.
He'll be happy. He'll be
Probably
happy.
not the ball he wanted to be on, but
I mean, it is frame ball, but if he misses it, I think there's a good chance he'll lose the frame as well, because Jake will pot out from there if he misses.
Yep.
It's not going to be an easy finish for Jake if he gets back to the table, but big shot coming up.
oh, and he's chicken winged it, but he's covered the bag.
Oh goodness me, he's covered the middle. That's very fortunate indeed.
Jake's got Jake can see a little bit of this red that's on the rail, but even then, I mean, it's you can't get safe.
I think Jake might come real first if that red isn't touching.
It looks stone frozen.
So if it's frozen, can he do that? Can he come off the top cushion and hit it and not be a foul?
No,
It would be a foul?
Same rules apply.
So it would be a foul if he hits that red.
No, it won't be a failure if it's already. So
No, if he hits the red and then the white hits the cushion, it's fine.
Yes, correct.
So
Same as world
that's what
rules.
he's doing here.
Same as world rules.
Oh no, he's on it. I didn't think you could see this.
I
He's
don't think
actually
he's
on
on it. I
it.
think he's on it. I think he's trying to play it safe.
Just snookering. Oh goodness.
He's covered, blocked the black, but
I think he wanted the white to hide under the black.
yeah, I think he's 100%. 100%.
And this is a good chance for Justin. You can literally just tap that yellow in the middle, then play the long yellow, and get an angle on his left hand, top left yellow, to just slide down the rail and land behind the black.
Black
Sounds
definitely doesn't go on the bottom left
easier
corner.
said than done, mind you.
Just because he. That's all he said. Is he looking at coming up underneath it? I feel like he wants to stun this in the centre, the left centre, and then get the angle for two rails to come up behind.
Yeah, he wanted to. I think the shot is to put the right hand yellow and leave himself just off straight with an angle to drop down behind the black. Because if he doesn't land in the middle, he can play it. Sorry, in the corner, he can play it in the middle. If he goes too far,
I'm going this way. He's
You're
going
going
out.
this way?
I'm just knocking this and leaving an angle.
I don't like this way.
I'm going two rails.
I don't like this way at all because he can cannon the yellow snooker himself. He can land stuck on the black. Anything can happen here. I don't like this path at all.
The amount of times that the white's fallen short today, leaving yourself just off centre on that one in the centre, and it's just would be a very, very difficult shot.
But you know the pace of the table by now. You should be okay. It's worked well.
This is why we're sitting here.
Indeed.
And these guys are out there playing.
That's right.
That's a brilliant shot. Absolute brilliant shot.
Yeah, and he's played deliberately to cannon that red as well.
Yeah.
Because he knew if he did, he had a good chance to be on the black.
And he's on the hill.
6-5.
Break in hand.
On the hill.
I think we all wanted it to get nice and deep like this. We didn't want it to be a one-sided affair.
Yeah. Justin 6-5 lead, originally from Bosnia. I don't think Bosnia made it into the World Cup this year, but maybe if someone knows at home, you could let us know. Sure, his family will be tuning in, no doubt, from overseas.
One of the few New South Welshmen who live in the state.
Indeed, yes, he does live in Sydney, and
can he put off the break? There hasn't been a rack run yet. He's made two
he's made
reds.
two. Well, that's a fantastic break, that is.
And these reds are made black. The only issue is possibly the black. The black is just
These
not
reds
on.
are pretty good, aren't they? And I think that black goes, so I think reds all day here. Starting with the bottom right one.
The black is tough. The black I don't think is really on.
I think it is. I think if he lands on the blue spot, that black is meat and drink for
I
him.
think he's got his angle here just to nudge the black, nudge the yellow just to open the black.
He's going to stun this up the table. He wants to land between the brown spot and the blue spot if you're on a snooker table. So he can just drop that red in the centre, which is his hardest ball, other than the black if it is tricky. There we go. Absolutely plumb.
I'm sitting right behind this black.
You can be sure that he would have been playing to open it up if it didn't go by now.
100%. I don't think it's one that you're going to want to leave yourself a lot of distance on.
So this is it. Right hand red, left hand red, white onto the blue spot in the middle of the table. And happy days.
Yeah,
for the white blues.
I can see the shadows, Hammer, but the yellow's sort of just obscuring it a bit. Nice bit of angle here just to come up to the table, just past the blue spot.
Yeah, that's just about where you want to be. And that's the match. Well played, Justin.
And Justin
Tough,
wins. Saved the only master break for the final frame.
That's right. Yeah. So thanks, folks. I'm going to call it a day now because I'm
Thanks for
going
tuning
home.
in.
Cheers.